and this Junior Olympic time. Then now I'm fighting kids all over the state of Georgia. And
That's fun though. You see so many fighters you never knew existed, right?
right, then you had,
And everybody's talking, that's such and such, that's such and such, that's such and such. I saw him win the Nationals twice. I saw him win the World Tournament. I saw him win the Olympics. And everybody's names going, everybody's wearing their badges that they won their tournaments, and fuck the champ of the world. Now. He's just a kid. He's the best fighter in the world. Everybody's losing their mind.
Yeah, so here it is. In my first loss, I'm like, I fight this kid now. My brother had told me white boys couldn't fight, and I thought he was telling the truth because all the white boys I fight, they say, "Oh God," and they like this. But all of a sudden, my coach, Mr. Morgan, who white, told me, he said, "Are you afraid of this kid here?" And I looked at him. This kid was different from the other white kids because he didn't have no velvet trunks on, and he didn't have his initials, and his mom and dad wasn't with him. And his hair was long. And the other kids, all these other kids had the short hair. And all of a sudden, Mr. Morgan asked me now, I said, no. Because I looked at him because he's white. Now, wow, regardless to how you look, they're still white. So that's what my thinking was. Then all of a sudden, the bell rung, Mr. Morgan said, hit him in the nose. Boy, I hit this boy right in the nose, and he hit me back.
Yeah, that's an interesting feeling, huh?
But so for the whole time, me and him went toe-to-toe, and the bell run. That's my first time ever hitting the bell run. Now, they used to call me one punch Holyfield because I just stopped all the other fighters. I stopped them. Now, all of a sudden, I go back to the corner. Mr. Morgan said, what's wrong? I said, he hit me back. He said, welcome to boxing. And so all of a sudden, go out that second round, me and this guy, we go toe-to-toe for a minute and a half like this. And Mr. Morgan said, what's wrong? I said, he hit me in the stomach. He said, hit him back in the stomach. Then all of a sudden, the third round, and the bell rung. Mr. Morgan said, you got to go back out and see who won. And he said, the winner, Cecil Collin. And everything just went quiet. Man, and I started crying and I started hollering and told Mr. Morgan I didn't like him no more. I told him, I quit. Like this. And so I was crying and they were trying to get me to be quiet. I'm like, man, I was so mad. Now, all of a sudden, I told Mr. Morgan I ain't like him no more and all this. And I quit boxing. And I go home and I tell my mama. And my mama say she didn't raise a quitter. So what that means, she said, you going back? And she said, I don't care how many times you're losing, you going back. You don't quit. Now, you go back. And so, come Monday, I went back. And Mr. Morgan asked me, so why are you doing here? I said, because, my mama said I had to come back. He looked at me, did I not tell you had a good mama? So I'm mad even more because I don't want to box anymore. And so Mr. Morgan asked me, he said, why were you so crying and angry? I said, because you told me I could be the heavyweight champion of the world. He said, well, you can still be the heavyweight champion of the world. I said, I lost. He said, son, you didn't lose? I said, they gave him the trophy. And he said, yeah, because he got the decision. And I said, well, did that mean I lost? He said, no, you did not lose. I said, then, why they didn't give me the trophy? It's because you didn't get the decision. I said, what that mean I lost? He said, no, you lose when you quit, when you ain't no boxer no more. When you change your mind, you ain't gonna box no more, that means that you lost, because you quit. He said, if you don't quit, you eventually gonna be the champion. It's not time for you to be the heavyweight champion of the world now today. But I thought that Ali was undefeated. I thought that's the only way you could be. He said, it ain't time yet. If you don't change your mind, you're going to become the heavyweight champion of the world. So all of a sudden, I go, and so it built my confidence up. So I'm going to have to fight this white kid again. And I fight him, and he beat me again. And I started crying. So I realized that if I tell my mama, she gonna make me go back. So I figured I'd make a sacrifice. I won't eat today. And my mama won't ask me no question. So I come home, and I take a shower, just get into bed, and I hear my mama ask my brother, where Chubby at?
Is your name Chubby?
Yeah, that was my nickname, was Chubby.
Oh my God.
And my brother said, he don't feel good. And I knew that was the wrong answer. Cause who gonna tell a good mama that the kid don't feel good and she's not gonna go in there?
Right.
I hear her walking, boom, 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 boom. So I act like I was asleep. And she turned on the light, and I know she had to be holding her hand on her hips. And she's just looking. And I'm wondering, when is she gonna leave? My eyes started blinking, and she said, boy, you don't open them eyes, I knock them eyes in your head. I opened my eyes. I said, ma'am? She said, what's wrong with you? I said, I just don't feel good, mama. She said, you know that's not the answer. And she put her hand on her hips and she said, who won that fight?
Oh, no.
When she said that, I realized that, if you lie to my mama, it ain't over then. Whenever she find out the truth, you getting to whoop it. So I found that I already lost one shot. So ain't no sense again to whoop again. So I told her the truth. I lost. She said, well, okay then, you know you got to go back, don't you? I said, yes, ma'am. So I realized I got out that bed and went on in to eat. Because my mama found out that that's the only reason why I wasn't going to eat, because I ain't wanted to tell her the truth. So I told the truth and I ate. Then all of a sudden, then I turned 13, and that's when everything changed.